What's going on, my friends? I'm Rolando, the Board Dad. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a solo playthrough of Next Station London. This is a new game from Blue Orange Games. It plays 1 to 4 players. This is a pretty popular game right now. It's a nice little flip and write with a lot of, action, with a lot of strategy, and we're going to take a look at it right now. So this is it right here, set up on the table. I'm going to be playing the basic version of the game. There is an advanced variant, oh, not super advanced, but it does add objectives and pencil powers. But we're going to put these aside for now, and I'll talk about them at the end. But just know that there is a way to make the game a little more challenging and varied. But the basic game is super cool. So let's get right into how we play, and then we'll start playing. Now, this is a flip and write, and what you're going to be doing in the game pretty much is drawing your subway lines on this pad right here. So if we look at the white area, this is where all the drawing is going to happen. The game is divided, or the pad is divided into 13 different districts. 9 of them are in this tic-tac-toe shape here in the middle. So that's 3, 6, 9. And then the 4 corners have a little tiny district for a total of 13 districts in the game. Now, within each district, there is a bunch of stations, and that's what the circles are. And there's different shapes within the circles. There's a circle, there's a pentagon, there's triangles, and there's squares. Now, what you're going to be doing in the game is connecting these stations together, and that's how you're going to score points. The reason for the colored pencils is because on your turn, now the rules for the multiplayer game is exactly the same as the solo game. These colored pencils, everyone will start with one color, and then they'll rotate around. You play 4 rounds, that's why you have 4 colors, and each round you're going to draw a particular colored line. You're going to start at the station with that corresponds with the colored pencil you have. So either green, purple, blue, or red. And from that point on, each turn, you're going to flip over a card, and then you're going to draw a line from the station you start to the shape represented on this card. And I don't know if you can see, I hope you can. There are these dashed lines, these faded dashed lines between each station, and that's the path you have to follow. So for example, in this case, I have a circle, right? So I'm going to start with the green pencil, which means I start here. So I can draw from this green triangle over to this circle station right here, and that would be a valid move. And what I can't do is I can't, like, for example, go from here to here, because there is no faded dashed line between these 2 stations. So I do have to follow these paths here, but they go every which way. What I cannot do either is I cannot cross a line that I've already drawn, and I can't circle back to the station I started from, okay? And the last rule to keep in mind is I always have to draw from the ends of the line. So if I go from this triangle to this circle to this pentagon, for example, then I have to go from the pentagon or the triangle. I can't go off and branch off from the middle of the line. There is one exception to that, and we'll go over that when it comes up. That's pretty much it. We're going to keep revealing cards and drawing lines of that particular color. The round ends when you've drawn 5 of these pink and yellow cards. So these and the blues, exactly the same. The only difference is the pink and the yellow are used as a timer for the round. There's 5 of them in this deck. When the 5th one comes out, the round ends. So there'll be times when you may not go through the entire deck, and there'll be times when you will go through the entire deck. How do you score? Well, look at this yellow section down here, and this is how you're going to score. So you're going to score points for going through as many districts as you can. So you're going to score 1 point per district that your line goes through. Then you're also going to score points for the district that has the most stations connected, or the most stops. So you do want to go through as many districts as you can, but you don't want to go so fast, because the district with the most connected stations will serve as a multiplier for your score, basically. Again, you'll see this as we play. And you're also going to score 2 points every time you cross the river that's here in the middle of the map. So you do want to cross this river as many times as you can with your lines, because each time you do, you'll score 2 points. You'll also score for connecting tourist spots. So these circles with the little compass symbols all around them, these are tourist spots, and there's a few of them in your underground lines here. And each time you connect one, you're going to cross off a circle here, and you're going to score points at the end of the game for having, a lot of them connected. The last way you're going to score points is for having interchanges. So as we connect the different colors, when you have stations with multiple colors connected to it, you're going to score points. So when you have a station with 2 different colors going into it, or 2 different lines, you've formed an interchange. A station with 2 interchanges will score you 2 points each. A station with 3 will score you 5, and a station with 4 will score you 9. So you want to try and maximize that as much as possible. This last section here is if you're playing with the advanced variant, and we'll go through that at the end, but we're going to ignore this for now. So at the end, you're going to add up the score for each of the 4 rounds, total it here, plus your score for the tourist stations, plus your score for the interchanges, and that'll be your final score. Okay, so this will all make sense right now as soon as we start playing. So let's just go ahead and start. I'm going to shuffle the station cards with my awesome shuffling skills, and then we'll get started and we'll explain a little bit. We'll go slow at first so we can explain a little bit as we go. The rules are not that complicated. In fact, let me show you. This is the rule book. You ready? All right. So you're probably saying, dude, how can that not be complicated? Look at all those rules. Look at all the sorry, I can't even talk. Look at all those rules. Well, yeah, I gotta admit, when I first saw the rule book, it was a little intimidating. I thought, oh boy, this is gonna be complicated. But it's not. There's just a lot of examples in here, and it all just comes together. Makes a lot of sense. Very easy, not complicated at all. All right, so I'm gonna be quiet now and we're gonna start playing. We're gonna start with the green pencil. So that means I'm gonna start with this station right here, the green triangle. And very simply, I reveal the first card, and now I have to go from that green triangle to a circle. This was the exact example I gave, I think, right? All right, whatever. That's how good my shuffling skills are. All right, so I am gonna just go from that green station over to that circle right there. Next is a pink and yellow square. Again, the color doesn't matter. I still have to go to a square. This is just the timer for the round. Okay, so I think I'm going to go down here and connect this tourist spot. Now, the tourist spots have shapes just like all the other stations, except for this one. This one can be any shape. So I can definitely go here as a square station, and that'll connect my first tourist spot. So I will cross this one down here. All right, the next one is a wild. So here I can connect to any station. Okay, I think I'm going to try and make my way down here to try to cross the river. So I'm going to connect this tourist spot to that square. And the next one is a square. And that is, okay, that's tricky. So again, I can't go from this square to this square because there is no faded, dashed path there. So I do have to follow that. I'm not required to draw a line for each card. I can choose not to. Or if there is no, possible path to follow, then I'm forced not to. And remember, I can go off of this end of the line or I can go off of this end of the line. And I believe the only move I have is off of this end. So I will go from the triangle to the square. Okay, great. This is the switch card. So this is the only exception to that rule I just mentioned of going off of the ends. When the switch card comes out, I get to draw the next card, and I can go to a pentagon from any point in my line. I can go off the ends or I can go off any point in the middle. So this is a way to, to branch out and also to make more connections within one district possibly. And I'm going to take advantage of that and go ahead and branch off of this circle station here into another tourist spot right there. So I can cross that off. Perfect. But now, I can't do that anymore until I draw the switch card again in a future round. There's only one of them in the deck. I'm going to put this over here. So there's a triangle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use this to cross the river like this. Beautiful. I could have also gone up here. The advantage there is I start creating more stops within this district, and remember that serves as a multiplier in the scoring for the round. But I decided to cross the river instead. Let's see if that pays off. All right, there's my third pink and yellow card. So 2 more and the round will end, but we're not there yet. So now I got to go to a pentagon shape. Now I should point out that this branch that I created here off of this switch card, I can continue my green line from this point as well. So now I have 3 points that I can branch out from. So that's important. But let me see where I can go with this pentagon. I think I'm going to go over here so that I can go into another district. Okay, here's my 4th pink and yellow card. So 1 more and the round will end. So I do need to think about what I'm going to do here. I think I'm going to go to this station. Maybe, hopefully, cross the river 1 more time. Let's see. Triangle. Okay, so I can't cross it here. Where do I want to go? Oh, I could go here into this district. That is awesome. And the last card. Okay, so I was able to go through the entire deck because the last card in the deck was a pink and yellow card. Now, it's not going to happen all the time, but this is good. It can happen that, you could shuffle the deck so well that the 5 pink and yellow cards are the first 5 cards you draw. And that's it. That's the end of the round. But a lot of times, just because the line is short doesn't mean you're not going to score a lot of points. So keep that in mind. Okay, so now it is a wild, so I'm going to go ahead and cross the river. Should I cross the river? Yeah, I'll cross the river again. There we go. I'll go that way. Oh, and I forgot to give my line a name. Very, very, very important. We'll just call it the red line in honor of my good friend Redford. And of course, I'm drawing it in green, which makes no sense. Okay, so it's the end of the round. Now we're going to total up our score. First thing we score is how many districts our line goes through. So it goes through 1, and the districts again are the yellow squares, right? Including the ones in the corner. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 districts. So I put a 5 here. And if I'm making any mistakes, please, please, please point it out in the comments below. And also, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, please. I would appreciate it. And of course, leave a comment below. Now we're going to see which district has the most stops or the most connected stations. This one has 1. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 1. This one has 2. And this one has 3. So it's obviously going to be this district up here with 4 stops. So I'm going to write that here, 4. And now I crossed the river twice. Each time I cross is 2 points. So 2 times 2 is 4. And now I multiply 5 times 4 and add 4. So 5 times 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24. And then the tourist stops, I already marked them off as I was going. I had 1, 2 tourist spots, so that's already checked off. Okay, and the interchanges won't be scored till the end of the game. All right, so that's the end of round 1. I'm going to put away the green marker, and here we go. We're going to shuffle for round 2, which will be the blue pencil. The order of the markers, the order of the pencils is just random. You know, you can set them in any order, so that's just up to you. You just can't obviously do, you know, 2 lines of the same color. All right, so now I'm going to start with the blue pencil, and okay, I'm glad this happened. So the first card revealed is the switch card. If the first or second card of the round is the switch card, you just ignore it. Nothing happens. And that's, you know, it's kind of bad because you do want to take advantage of being able to branch out from 3 different points during the round. So it's kind of messed up that it came out first. All right, so now I'm going from the blue station to a circle. Blue station to a circle. I should also point out that the starting stations are just regular stations, so you can connect to them if you're drawing a different color. You just can't start from there. And in fact, it's a good strategy to do that. For example, if I can find a way to make a connection to this purple right now during this round, I'm going to start from there the next round. So I will establish a 2-line interchange there, which would be great. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and try to go for that. So I'm going to go from this blue station over here to the circle. Let's reveal the next card, and we have a triangle. Okay, I'm going to cross into this next district from here. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. So just looked weird, but yeah, I can definitely do that. Okay. And if I can't, of course, let me know in the comments. All right, that is a wild and our first pink and yellow card. So that is perfect because I can go here and hopefully make my way to that purple square. There is another triangle. Okay, I'm just going to go right back this way. There we go. See, 3 pink and yellow cards in a row. That's not cool. All right, there we go. I have made it to the purple station and set up for that interchange next round, which is cool. Okay, there's a blue pentagon. So I'm going to go here. Try to get my multiplier up there, hopefully. And there's another pink card, another pentagon. Where can I go with this? Be cool to cross the river, but I can't go that way. I think, and I can't circle back. Again, like we said, I can't go from here to here. So I think I'm stuck. I don't see anywhere I can go. So let's just go ahead, go to the next card. Man, terrible. This is the 5th, so this is the end of the round. I can just go to a circle, and I think I'm going to go this way to try and get to as many districts as possible. Now we go to the scoring. So the blue line goes through 1, 2, 3, 4 districts. The district with the most stops, there's one here, there's two here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and one here. So it's that one, 4. And I did not cross the river with the blue line, unfortunately, so that's nothing. So my score for this round is a measly 16 points, 4 times 4. And I also didn't get to any tourist spots. So unfortunately, that was a pretty bad round. Hopefully it serves an educational purpose so that you can see how the game plays and not so much how well I play. That seems to be the theme with my solo playthroughs, right? If you've seen any of the others, and if you haven't, click right there and you can see a playlist of some of the playthroughs. Yeah, you see what I did there? Okay, let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Try to get those pink and yellow cards as far away from each other as possible so we can have a long round. And here we go, starting with the purple. Okay. Of course, I say that. And the very first card is a pink and yellow card. All right. Hopefully there's one at the bottom of the deck and we can extend this round a little bit. All right, square. And I got to go to a pentagon. Now I can't establish a second line when there's already one there, even though it's a different color. So that's out of the question. And of course, I think, oh no, so for my first move, I thought I wasn't going to have any, but I do. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, so that is to a triangle. Let's go this way. This better not be a pink and yellow. Okay. A circle. A circle, a circle, a circle. Okay, let's go here. There's a switch card. So the next one I draw is a pink and yellow is a circle. So I can go from any point in my purple line out to a circle. So let's go here so I can cross the river and at least get some points there. All right, a pentagon. Let's cross the river again, this way. A square, okay, so far so good. Let me just put that there. A square, let's connect this tourist spot right there. And I can cross it out here. Oh man, my fourth pink and yellow card. Okay, this is a wild. So let's go here so I can have another interchange there. You see? Purple and green. Okay. Another wild. Beautiful. Another wild. So let's try to... Let's go here. There. And there's the end of the round. Not too bad. Only one card left. So that's going to go to a square. I wish it would have been a circle. It would have set me up here. But let's just go ahead and jump into this district. And okay, end of the round. So let's score the purple line. Purple line goes through 1, 2, 3, 4 districts. The district with the most stops is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. 1, 2, 3, yeah, definitely here. 1, 2, 3, oh, sorry, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that is 5. And the purple line crossed the river twice. So 2 times 2 is 4. And so now the score is 4 times 5 plus 4. That is 24 points. All right, not too bad. A little bit of a comeback after that horrible round 2. So now we go to round 4 with the pink line. Oops, 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 oops. Come on, no cheating. All right, hopefully you're enjoying the game. It's, as you can see, it's a pretty quick game. Even the multiplayer is really quick because everybody's drawing their lines at the same time. And, you know, there's not too much AP, so the game moves along pretty well. It's also a nice, decent size that you can travel with. And so there's a lot of positives, and I'll cover a few more at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Or you can jump ahead to the review and just look at that. But then you would miss this awesome last round that I'm about to have. All right, so we're gonna start at the pink station, which is a circle, and we're gonna go to a pentagon. So why not? I can go right this way and create an interchange here. Now the last line can get a little tricky because, as you can see, there's already, you know, the previous 3 lines on here. And again, I cannot cross an existing line. So the last line, sometimes you have to get a little creative. All right, so now it's going to be a square. So I'm going to go up here, and hopefully I am not, you know, blocking myself in here. I'm going to try and go this way. So hopefully this is a triangle. Of course it's not. It's a pentagon. So that really limits me because I can't go anywhere. There is no pentagon I can connect to here. It's basically just triangles I can go to. Or I could have gone to that circle, but again, that's not going to happen. Oh, wait, no. I can go up here. There we go. But as you can see, I'm hopefully not drawing myself into a corner here. All right, there it is. There's the triangle I needed. Perfect. So I think I'm going to go to this triangle so that I can cross. Oh, no. You see, I did it. I tried not to do this. I can't go that way because I would be crossing that green line. So ignore that line right there. I have to go this way. I'm going to go this way so I can cross the river and connect that tourist spot. So I'm going to cross that off. I definitely did not want to go to this triangle because then I'd really be blocking myself in there. I feel my OCD's kicking in. I wanted to have a nice little, a nice little colorful pad here at the end, and now I have that there. Oh well. Okay. So let's see, another triangle. So I'm going to go here. So I can create another interchange right there. Third pink and yellow line. Okay, this is a square. I think I'm going to go here. Oh, I can't. This is getting messy. I can't go there. That's not the end of the line. So I'm going to go here. Sorry about that. But as I'm making mistakes, you can hopefully see them and not do them yourselves. All right, fourth pink and yellow card. So let me just, so this is the end of the line and this is the end of the line. So I've got to go to a circle. Okay, let's go to this circle over here. And that's another tourist spot. The switch card to a wild. Oh, that is the perfect switch combination. So now I can go from the middle to anywhere. And you know what? I think I'm just going to go right here. So this actually becomes a valid move. There we go. And the last one is a wild. And you know what? This is not good here. I'm sorry. This is not good. It crosses that blue line. So I'm going to substitute that with this. Boy, what a messy pink round. I'm just going to exit out here. Okay, there we go. And now to a wild, we are going to go here. There. So I can connect another tourist station and I can create a two-line interchange. Sorry about that, guys, but again, I'm not allowed to cross another line. So I couldn't help but just have to backtrack there. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. All right, final score. Let's see if we can make sense of this mess here. All right, so the pink line, ignore this, goes through 1, 2, 3, 4 districts. And the one with the most stops is probably this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. More stops in the pink line. 5. And I went through the river, I think just once, because that doesn't count. So that is 2 points. So the final score for that round is 22 points. All right, so now we're going to add up our score, and I'm going to do the score in the purple pencil because I think that one comes out better on camera. So we're going to write our score for the tourist stations, which is the furthest left that's not crossed off, which is 11. I'm going to put that right here. Then we're going to total up these. So that's going to be 10, 4, 14, 16, and then 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 86. Now we're going to see the interchanges. So which stations have 2 colors going into them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I believe it's 6. If you counted anything different, let me know. I don't think I have any with 3 colors, and definitely nothing with 4. So 6 times 2 is 12, so I add the 12 here. So now it's 86 plus 11, which is 97, plus 12 would be 97 plus 12, 109. So my final score is 109, and what does that mean? Well, if you look at the back of the rule book for the solo mode, there's a little chart here, and 109 falls into this third level here, which says, that's it, your project is taking off, carry on like this, and you'll be the head of the construction team. So in other words, you didn't suck, but you weren't great either. So that's not too bad, I guess. I could have probably done better, but you know, the pressure of recording and talking, yeah, right, that's just an excuse. All right, so that is next station, London. As I mentioned in the beginning, there is an advanced variant which incorporates objectives and pencil powers. So the way this works is you can play with either one module or both. And the objectives simply provide, you choose 2 of these at random, or you can just choose 2 of these, and you're going to try to complete these during the game. So at the end of the game, for example, if you have this objective, it means you're trying to connect 5 tourist stations, all to your lines. Okay. This one here, for example, you're trying to cross the river 6 times at least during the entire game. And if you are able to complete the objectives, you're going to score 10 points for each one. And you're going to write that down here. That's where you check these off. Now, keep in mind that in the solo game, you're going to subtract 10 points from your score for each module that you use. So if you're using the objectives module, you're going to subtract 10 points from your score. And if you're using both, you're going to subtract 20 points from your score. So keep that in mind. Now, the pencil powers are pretty neat because it is exactly what the name describes. They're pencil powers. So before the game, let me put that over here. During setup, you're going to assign a pencil power to each pencil at random or however you want, right? And then during the game, when you have that pencil for that round, that power will be available to you. You can only use it once, and then you flip over the card, and you can't use it again until another pencil comes to you the following round. And they do pretty neat things, like for example, this one will let you treat any card as a wild. That's pretty powerful, right? This one here will let you draw a second line to the same shape that you revealed. And so then there's 2 more powers. I won't tell you what they are, but you can look it up when you get the game. So that's a pretty neat way also of, I guess, making the game a little easier, but don't be fooled. It's still challenging, even with the pencil powers. So to wrap things up, I really enjoy Next Station London. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing a playthrough of it. I think the game is easy to learn, which is great. It plays quick, which is also good for, you know, if you have players that don't want to sit around for a 2 to 3 hour game. This is going to be, you know, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes if you have 4 players, but it's not going to take a long time. The strategy involved in trying to draw your lines in a way, you know, that they go through the most districts, but also make enough stops in order to make this score a little higher is really neat. Trying to set up these interchanges in advance, which is probably what I could have done better, right? Trying to draw my existing lines to upcoming starting points so that I can try and get these high scoring exchanges. I've never gotten an exchange of 4 lines to score 9 points for each one. So that's my goal for the next time I play. And also the tourist spots. If you can get all the way to 25, I mean, you're gonna score big. So those are some things you can try to aim for. What I do wish, and you know, I have no inside information, but I can see this happening, is having different pads, right? Different maps with a different arrangement. So these as you can see, they do give you a lot of sheets, and they are double-sided, but they're all exactly the same. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. But again, I can only hope that they bring out some different maps. But for now, this is going to keep you entertained for a while because there's a lot of variety here and a lot of ways to play, because obviously the cards are going to be different each time. You might have shorter rounds, you might have longer rounds, and the sequence of the colors are always going to be different, right? At least, and that's going to again give you plenty of strategy to figure out as you play the game. It's also on Board Game Arena, so you can hop on there and play the game with friends online. It works really well. I urge you to check it out. And I think that's all I've got to say. I mean, the game speaks for itself. That's why we do these playthroughs, right? So hopefully this shows you a little bit of how Next Station London plays, and go check it out on Blue Orange's website or wherever you get your games, and hopefully you can get your hand on a copy. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. Again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos go up. Hopefully we'll be making a few more review videos with Redford coming up here in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. But that's all I got for now, so you know the line, right? We'll see you in the next one.